Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, DigiLiterate. And before getting started, I'll make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to bring new tech-related videos, and it really motivates me to make new videos. So let's get started. So today we are going to review a tool called as Streak. So it's basically it works with Gmail. It's an integration. It's an add-on. It helps you to mass email your recipients. Also it helps to manage all your email activities at one place. So it's acting like a CRM where you don't have to use any external tool to and also move to other third party software to manage all your email follow-ups and all that stuff. So you can manage everything in this tool. So I will walk you through now how to use install it, how to use it, what are the features are there. So let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome to the dashboard now. So so we are here streak.com. So this is how the website of Streak looks like. So as I told you, that Streak is nothing but a Chrome extension which integrates well with your Gmail inbox, right? And it helps you to do certain things which you cannot do in Gmail. So it's act like a content relationship management. Okay, so where you can mass email individuals, right? Also you can manage all your emails, track all your emails, if they have opened it, do you want to follow up with them. So all you can manage in your Gmail inbox itself. Also you can create a pipelines. What is pipeline, I will explain it in a bit later. So these are all the functions that really enhance your experience of Gmail. So that's what Streak helps you to do. So now talking. So this is how the website looks like. Now to get started with Streak, let's first see the pricing of Streak. So do you understand what Streak does, right? So now let's talk about its pricing. So if you are going to use the free version, so they're going to give you basic CRM 500. That means it will be giving you only 500 contacts you can track or create pipelines at a time, right? So 500 data you can store at a time in your CRM, Streak CRM at a time if you use free plan. Mail merge 50, that means you can individual mass email individuals at one time. 50 individuals you can mass email at one time. Email tracking feature is also available. Now if you go for solo, you get to store 5000 data or emails in your Streak CRM. You can mail or mass email 800 individuals per day, right? This is per day, right? You can mass email 50 individuals per day. You can mass email 800 emails per day. So as the price increases, your features also get increased, right? So that's what about price. Now to get started, all you have to do is click on add to Chrome. Sorry for the wind and the disturbance noise in the background. So yeah, all you have to do is click on add extension. So you can see Streak CRM for Gmail has been added to Chrome. So let me go to this email which I am going to use from. So as you can see guys, this is the email I am using. Let me check where is the Streak. This is the Streak. So once you install the extension, you can sign in. You have to sign in, right? So this is the CRM built into Gmail. So this CRM will work into inside your Gmail. So you don't have to go outside to manage something, right? So this is one feature is very. This is what Streak is all about. Streak works entirely in your inbox because that's where you work, right? So now let me sign in with my Gmail. Google account. You have to give the permissions. So as you can see, now I have signed in into my Gmail streak, right? So I'm using Pro Trial. They offer 14 days of Pro Trial. You can use 1 day Pro Trial is remaining. So this is how you do the installation process of Streak, right? So now, we will see some of the features of Streak. So one such features is in the compose email section. So once you click on the compose email, you will see this mail merge option, right? You have installed Streak, so that's why the mail merge option you are seeing. Otherwise you would have seen only CC and BCC. So what mail merge option does, suppose I have a list, like you want to mass email individuals, right? So you definitely will have your emails, right, your subscribers or a list of people. So here I have B2B founders, a list of individuals who are the founders of the startups. So there is the first name, last name, email, company name. So this is all the status I have kept, appointment schedule, etc. Don't worry about that. So this is the um, suppose this is the file I have, right? So I have to mass email all the individuals, suppose, right? So how do I do? So all I have to do is download this CSV file here, right? So click on it and you will see, don't have to open, sorry. So you will see this is the CSV file I have downloaded. Now all I have to do is go here in the recipient section, click on mail merge. Now you will see two options. One is upload CSV and or use a pipeline. Now, what is pipeline? I will explain it later. So we have not created any pipeline as of yet. So but we do have a CSV file, right? So we can upload that. I'll click over here. So this is the downloaded file, B2B email CSV file. So I uploaded over here, right? So once I upload over here, what I will see is the list of emails, right? That that are extracted from this list, right? So there are, as you can see, there are like 145 emails, 144 emails. So you can see there are 144 emails over here, all the individuals emails. Now suppose I have to mass email them, right? So here I will explain what is insert variable first of all. So suppose I want to individually, I have to personalize this email a bit, right? So I have to start with the recipient's first name. So these variables are nothing but I can use them for personalizing it, right? Suppose I want to start with the first name of the individual, so I will just click this variable. So these variables are nothing but they are fetched from what? They are fetched from the from this sheet, right? So I have this first name, last name, email, company, status, email, first email date, follow up email date, stage, right? So these variables are fetched from this CSV files only, right? Variable from CSV file, first email date, company. So I have to personalize it, right? So I will click on first name. So what it will do is for every email, it will take the first name of that person, right? So suppose I write here, okay. Suppose I write here. Suppose I want hello, the first name of the person. So I will install. I will select the variable first name. So hello Steven, hello James, hello Rose, hello Scott. So this is how it will come, right? I will insert a comma. Hello Scott, right? So as you can see, the names are changing depending upon the person name, right? Depending upon different emails, right? So I will write any email, right? Suppose I write, I am emailing you for an urgent meeting on Saturday. Are you available? Just writing any email. You can write your email template may be different, right? Are you available at 5 a.m. p.m.? So this is the email I have wrote, right? So hello James, hello. I am emailing you. So this is the email copy I wrote, right? So you can also use another variable. Suppose I want to use the company name. Suppose I am writing an email where I am personalizing them, right? I'm personalizing each name. So hello, first name of the person. I saw I saw your I saw company name. Suppose I want company name of the person. Company name. I saw the company's website and could not stop myself from reaching out to you, right? So this is what I personalize, right? This is how I personalize it, right? So now what it will do is it will take the each individual's different companies we have. Suppose this person have, I saw Tavers, right? So Tavers is nothing but a company name, company website, and website I wrote and could not stop myself from reaching out to you. So as you can see, this is how you can use the variables to personalize the email, right? So this is what my purpose was to show you that you can use variables. Variables are taken from the sheet you are uploading, right? CSV sheet you are uploading, so you can use them to personalize things. So this is one of the feature it is available, right? You can also edit each contact individually. Suppose I want to edit each contact here, and I can make any type of editing I want, right? So this is the, suppose I am right editing single message, right? So I can edit this and individually, right? So that's it, right? So now other features, if I have to tell, right? So this is the more tool option we have, and this is nothing but insert loom recording. So if you have any so this is, I'm recording this video on loom, right? So if I want to send this video to my email subscribers, so I can just click on this and upload my videos, and upload loom video and share it with my subscriber. Now this is email tracking on. Now if you click on it, it will off. If you click on it, it will be on. So email tracking means it will track, like if the individual has saw your email, if they have open your email. So this is what email tracking does. So this option is provided by Streak, right? And talking about these snippets. Now snippet is nothing but simple. In simple language, snippets are nothing but you are, suppose I have created this email copy over here, and I have to, if I have to use this email copy in future, then what I can do is I can save this email copy as a snippet, right? So that's what snippet is. So if I click on snippet, these are the previously saved email copies of mine. Now if I have to save this email, just right now I wrote this email, right? And if I have to save this as a snippet is nothing but you are saving this whole email copy um, in snippets and for future use. So I'll just click on create snippet from draft. So this email that I'm writing is a draft, so I have to create a snippet from this draft. So I will click on create snippet from draft. That's it. I have to give name to the snippet, right? I will give testing snippet just for time pass. Shortcut code, you don't need to, but you can use any shortcut code if you want. Don't bother much about that. Share to pipeline. Subject, hello, reaching out. I will write reaching out as a subject. That's it. So I'll click on create. So as you can see here in this snippet section, there is a testing snippets. So what happens now is in future, if I have to just you don't have to write any again the whole email copy. I will click on this snippet right here, and I will just use this snippet, testing snippet. Click on this testing snippet. Suppose for you, I will just delete this, right? And I will just click on this snippet now, and I have to use this the previously created what do you say email copy. So I have saved it as a snippet, right? So I'll just click on testing snippet. As you can see that email copy is now again replicated in the draft, so I don't have to type again. It will be just out there, right? So that was one of the option. So these are the options they have provided in the mailing compose email section, right? So I hope you got these features. I hope you understood these features, right? So now next we will move on to the pipelines, right? Hey guys, so now we'll see what is pipeline, right? So we have seen how to compose an email and what are the features available by Strake. So now the other feature is pipeline. So what is pipeline? So pipeline is basically a process that you follow to convert a new lead to a winning lead. Suppose you have a new subscriber and you want to sell some product to him. So what you do, you will first email them. Then what you will do, you will schedule an appointment with them, and maybe then you will try to sell something to them, and they will finally convert. So this process that you are following is called pipeline. So all the leads that you can include in your pipeline and start the process. So we will see by actually seeing a live example now how to add contacts, how to create lead pipelines, and what are stages. So let's create a pipeline. Let me delete this old pipeline first. Okay, so now I have to click over here Streak pipelines. Once you install this, you will see this. Okay, so Streak pipeline I will add. Now these are the pre-made templates, right, of pipelines. So you can use pipeline for the variety of reasons. For selling something, maybe you are managing a project, maybe for business development, for hiring someone. So if you are hiring someone, then you will first get a resume, then you will phone screen them, then you will interview them, then you will hire, then pass them. So these are the stages you are following, right? So as you can see, every pipeline have multiple stages, right? So these are different stages. So there is one pipeline called hiring, and it has multiple stages. So if you are searching for job, maybe you are interested, then applied, etc., etc. Also, you can create a custom pipeline depending upon your need, right? So these are multiple stages you can add, different options you have. What are these? I will explain it later. So these are the you can create or add different stages over here and create your own pipeline. But for now, for showing purpose, I will use this pre-made template of sales. Okay. What I will do is I will show you live example how to create a pipeline, how I am creating a pipeline, right? Suppose suppose I have a lead, right? Lead, and I have contacted them. So I will just create lead that I have contacted, right? Now I will add another stage. This is the first stage. So I have email. So I have a bunch of emails, suppose, and I have mass email them, right? So these are this all those will come in where? All those will come into this stage, right? So leads, I have leads and I have contacted them. And the second is replied. And if they replied, so those people reply to me will be in the stage of replied, right? Suppose now, or suppose they have scheduled an appointment with me. So I will just write scheduled appointment. So those contacts that have scheduled appointment with me, they will be in this stage, right? Or there will be suppose some contacts I need to follow up. So I will just write follow up, and they will come into this stage, right? Suppose they have scheduled an appointment with me. and they have own, right? Contact own. So they right there they like they like my product and they have purchased it, or they have right, or the leads have they have satisfy my end result. Suppose I wanted to schedule an appointment, they did. So I will suppose I wanted to sell something, they did, they purchase it. So all those things that you want to achieve the end result, all those leads will go into this contact own, right? Now there will be some contacts that did not show any interest, or they all will be coming into this lost section, right? So this is how you can move this up and down, right? So depending on it, right? So this is how I created the stages. Now inside stages there are some fields, right? What are the fields? Date of last email. So each contact, right? Suppose each contact or lead will have multiple fields, right? So different, like they might be a marketing industry, they have marketing industry, etc., etc. I will show you later. I will show you this later. So just I will create a stage now. Just click on create. Now I will keep it private. You can share with your team as well. This pipeline. Now this is showing that this is already the contacts that are there in my Gmail, right? So they are showing me that they are asking me, do you want to add some of these contacts to your pipeline? For now, I'm skipping. So as you can see, this pipeline has been created. So lead, replied, follow up, schedule appointment, contact own, contact lost. So now we what is the next step? Now the next step is to add contacts, right? So there are two ways to add contacts. This is a quick addition and there is an import data. Now what quick addition does is add does it it shows all the contacts that are already you emailed these people. So it gives you an option to already add all these contacts into your pipeline if you want to, or you can import data, right? You can import the data as well. So you can also import the data. So now I will show you quick addition. I will add all the contacts with the help of quick addition, but for showing purpose I will just show you what is import data looks like. So click on import data, but make sure you have a lead sheet, right? Suppose I have these leads, right? I already showed you this. This is the CSV Excel sheet that I have, and these are all of my leads, right? That I need to contact. So I can import this, right? So all I have to do is click on import. Once I click on import, it will ask me like which sheet you want to import. I'll just click. I'll just click on this sheet I want to import. So it will take me to this sheet, right? And it will show you working, right? So it will take you to this sheet, and it will prompt you with this sheet add-on. So there is an add-on that you need to install uh, for Streak CRM, right? So just click on install. This is the email that I'm going to use. Just allow everything. So the Streak CRM importer has been installed. So just click on done. Just close this tab. And it will show that it is working, right? As you can see, the import to Streak sidebar you can see. So this is loading. So all you have to do is add this data. So add your data to Sheets. The Streak importer lets you import data from Google Sheet into a Streak. So we have to import all this data into our Streak CRM, right? So just click on next. So you have to choose a pipeline. So you know that we created this pipeline of sales, right? So you have to choose a pipelines. This is the sales pipeline I chose. I have to click next. Now choose your box columns. So what is box? I will tell you in few minutes. For right now, all I will do is click the first name. Stage I will not import. Make sure, look, this all should, stage is nothing but what are the stages we created? Lead, replied, follow up, schedule appointment, contact, own. So make sure when you click here stage, then here the stages are not matching, right? So I will not import this right now. But if you want to import, so make sure that you update all these columns with leads, replied, follow up, schedule appointments. So you have to, depending upon your leads, so you have to just write correct value in these boxes, right? So the values here are not correct, so I'll not import for now. Otherwise, it will show error. Now notes. Now, if you have any notes, right? Suppose in this, if you had any notes column here, and if you had any XYZ notes, so you can always import these notes into your CRM, right? For now, I do not have any notes, so I will not import it. So if you have any assigned to, like if you any specific, like again if you have any column where which says assigned to, and if you have any names like my name is Vaibhav, so you have to choose this column, right? But I don't want to, right? But I'm just telling you that this is what the columns look like. So you should have all this column in an Excel sheet so that you can import. Right now, I do not have. I only have first name, last name, email, company. So I will import this data only into my CRM, right? So these are all the company size, close date. So I do not have this in my Excel sheet. So I'm not importing it, right? But if you have that Excel sheet, that you can import. So as you can see in the name, I have chosen first name, and it is highlighting this with the slightly red mark, right, color, right? So this is what. Now the next, you have to click next. After this, now choose your contact columns. So now if you have any contact, like suppose that there is an individual, like suppose my name is Vaibhav, so I'm an individual, right? So I will have contact details, right? I will have my own email ID. So I will just click on email like these people have. As you can see, this is the email. So this is the contact details, right? If you have any notes, you can. Now, do I have any title? I do not have any title, right? But if they have any title, like they are the founder, owner, etc., CEOs, then you can choose. I do not have any contact title in this, so I'm not choosing it again. But I'm just telling you to make you understand what it is. Now, if I have any phone numbers over here, I can, in my Excel sheet, I can import that as well, right? If I have the contact address, I can import that as well. Contact link, social media accounts like LinkedIn, Facebook, I can import that as well into my CRM and not have any of these contact columns. So I'm not importing it, but for the sake of it, I only have emails, so I'm going to import on emails, right? So I'll just click on next. Now choose your organization. Now suppose this is the company, right? So I'm an individual, I'm working suppose in Google. So Google is my organization, right? So google.com will be the organization's domain, right? So again, I do not have any domain name, right? I do have company name, but I don't have any website dot of that company, right? So I'm not choosing anything. But if you have company domain, then you have to choose the appropriate column from this field. It will fetch all the Excel sheets header, right? So now name. So I do have company name, right? So I will just choose company name of the company. As you can see, so these are our organization details, like which industry your organization is, address of your organization, Twitter handle, etc. So that's what I phone number. So I do not have, that's why I'm not importing. But if you have, then you can import. Advanced option. Then nothing, just click on this ignore header row. What you'll do is read the first row. So we have this first row, right? This is the first row. So what you'll do is it will use all the values as column labels, obviously, right? I have, so that's it. Just click on next. Now you can see it's importing. First it is checking for any errors. Now it is building import summary. As you can see, it has imported 145 rows in sheet. So obviously we have 145 rows. You can see three columns being imported. Obviously we imported three columns: first name, email, and company name, right? So just start import. Click on start import. As you can see, it is importing. So just click done. That's it. Now come back to your cells, right? So click on it, refresh it. So you can also get a message like cells import complete. So now go to your so it's loading pipeline. So this is the pipeline. So you can see this is all the contacts that are we imported, right? So this all imported in our lead. As you can notice, like we did not updated our stages, right? So because they were not matching with these stages, right? Read, replied, follow up. So what this did is they imported all those into our lead contacts, right? So this is all into our leads, right? Suppose, but this some of the contacts are not into this lead stage. Some of them have scheduled an appointment. Suppose for this example, these people, suppose these people have scheduled an appointment, so I can just move them, right? I will have to select them, right? And they have, suppose these people have replied to my email, right? So I sent them, so they were in my leads, so they replied, so they're changing the stage. So I just have to select it and I have to click the replied stage. So you can see they have moved into this replied stage domain, right? Now some of these people, suppose randomly I'm showing you to make you understand. Some of these people have scheduled an appointment with me, right? So as you can see, it all moves up to this stage, right? Scheduled an appointment. So you can track all those leads. Now some of the emails, suppose, have purchased my product, right? So I will click contact own. So they have own, right? Some of the emails, suppose, have lost. So it comes to lost. So this is how you manage the leads in your pipeline. Hope you understood. So you can quick add is nothing but what is quick add? It will not do nothing but you can quickly add, right? I already told you what it's quick add. But I imported it from sheet, so I don't have to quickly add it. So now what are the other features are available? So what are these boxes? So what is boxes? So these are the boxes basically. This is one, these are rows, and these are the boxes: one box, two box, three box. So each lead will have multiple fields also, right? So I'll have to click here. If I once I click over here, you can see this is the more advanced CRM, like more details you can manage of each individual contacts, right? And custom columns, again, we did not source anything, right? We did not had anything of this data in our Excel sheet, so they did not, these are not showing here. Context and organization is showing. Notes, if you want to add, you can add notes. What are magic columns? Magic columns are nothing but more advanced features, like it gives you more details. Like suppose you want to last interaction with your contacts, when you last interacted with your contacts. So this, if you add this column, it will show you. If you want to add um, if you want to add last page change when I change my last page, so that's it will show you here, right? So these are all magic columns are nothing but more advanced features that gives you um, right. So it's pretty much understandable. So all received last email from, so when I got last email from, thread counts how much message we have exchanged with the contact, email tracking. So tasks, if I have to assign any tasks, calls and meetings. So these are all the magic columns I can add into this, right? So you see these three stars. So these are the magic columns, and these are normal columns without stars. So you can add all the columns over here, free form. If you want to add basic text, you can add, right? Suppose you want to add a notes. Already there is column of notes, right? So I just will write notes one, notes two. So I can individually write. Okay, so this is free form. I can also add date. Individually can add dates. Now other thing is checkbox. If you want to add checkbox, you can do that. Just randomly typing anything. You have to just, if you want to mark like yes or no, so you can just use these check boxes. Again, Dropbox you can use, just randomly typing anything. Now you have to create anything, like suppose Dropbox you are creating, so I am creating like yes. To create yes, right? Create no. To create no. Now you can edit all those things. Once you create, so you have to just select to here. From here you can select Dropbox, right? No. So this is how Dropbox works, right? Now talking about tax. If you want to tax something, then you can do that. So there is a formula. I will show you in few minutes what formula looks like separately. You can basically, use formula in Excel like you do in Excel sheet. Assigned to organization magic. Again, I told you these are all the new features they add. So that's all about it, right? This is how you manage your leads. There are less details over here because we have imported only three columns. But if you have more details, you can import more. So you can share your link with your colleagues. You can keep it private or share with your team, right? Now you can visualize the pipelines with different graphs. So grouping, like if I use this, suppose I click over here, I want a pie chart of all the data that I have. So I'll click here. You can see there are 117 boxes. Fine. So this will show you pie charts, right? How many won, how many lost, how many are late. So this is how visualization of pipeline works. Line chart, column charts. So this is how you use this, right? And here you can manually add stages or like delete stages from here, right? And another thing is export. So you can, so as you can saw, right? So how do you manage leads? You saw it, right? So now another feature I want to talk about is the saved view editor. What it helps you is basically it's simple. Like suppose you have this pipeline, this contact list. Now you want to filter this. So in basic terms, saved view editor is nothing but you want to filter this contact. So these are some rules you can use. Like suppose just going to show you one stage, one rule, and you are free to use all these things, tweak it according to your need, right? So just suppose there is a stage column, right? So this is the stage column we have, and suppose I need only if any is any of. Just I want to know, or I want to filter this entire sheet, and I want to see only scheduled appointment sheet, right? So I'll just click on it and I will just apply, right? So as you can see now, this has been like done, and I can see only the scheduled appointment. So I can also click edit. Now you can add more rules and add more filters. So as you get more data, then you can easily filter the things according to your need, right? So that's how the use of this is. And now the advanced view option, sorting and grouping, is nothing but like suppose you know you have this suppose we have this like we have name, right? Names we have. Suppose we want to sort them, right, in descending order from Z to A. Just I will do that, and I will just apply. So as you can see, P S K B O B. So it started from descending order from Z to A. So we sorted this. So these are the two functions that I wanted to talk about, and you can also then group if you want to group depending upon the stage, right? So these are the options that you have available, which you are free to use. So guys, that was the total overview of this software. Now, if you want to know more about how to use formulas, so these functions basically, you know, you can. So you have two type of formulas you can use. These are JavaScript and Excel. So to know more about this, you can refer to this sheet, right? I will post this list in the sheet in the description below. You can go there and learn more about how to use formulas. Basically, there is no more advanced features that we use in Excel. What we can do is do basic things like find average, two rows, etc. So you can refer to that and learn more about it. So I hope if you have any questions, do comment below. So that was the overview of this software.
So I hope you like this video, and if you have any suggestion for improvement or any questions, then please comment down below, and please do like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you. See you in my next video.